Well, shoot, I forgot my microphone. So I usually record his videos with, but here we are with, I guess I'm officially a dad now. As you all know, it is winter up here in New Hampshire. I have been looking at getting an e-bike since around the time Heather was carrying Matilda. I wanted to have something that was fun for us to just have as a family activity. And so here we are, my first bicycle in like 20 years. And I'm so glad I waited because this was on my list for a year or two to buy this bike. And then they refreshed it just before Black Friday. And I had been saving up to buy one of these and the new one came out. So I'm so stoked about it. So this is a typical cheap, made in China, whatever bicycle. The funny thing is about electric bicycles is so many of them were reviewed by people that make money reviewing bicycles and they get them all for free. And so I just don't think I can trust any review for these online. It's also my first e-bike, or first pedal assist bike. So I know nothing about this stuff. So if you're looking for a review, I'm not really the person for it. Okay, so Lectric out of Arizona sells these very affordable, built to a budget, but still nice, Chinese electric bicycles. This is their Expedition cargo e-bike. Oops, there's the exposure there. There we go. This is their cargo e-bike. It is quite incredible, actually, versus what they used to sell. So the price I paid was $2,000. They start at like $12.99, I think. And if you want to spend more money, all you're doing is getting more battery power and range. So this is 36 amp hours of battery, 170 miles of range at the level 1 assist, pedal assist. And that 170 miles of range assumes no cargo, very lightweight rider, pedaling their ass off with the lowest assist setting. So it's not like it's going to be 170 mile range, full throttle with a lot of gear and stuff. Okay, so just to go through the couple things here. So I added winter mitts and I added a mirror to my setup. This upgrade, this new model also comes with a color screen, which is very cool. You can focus on it. There we go. So this color screen was added for the upgrade versus a grayscale before. You can see I've gone 0.8 miles with it. Bought the mirrors, mitts, as well as the phone mount. It came with a frame bag. As far as the first people that bought this thing, you got a frame bag included and a few other extras. So let me turn this off actually. You can't see the controls, but they're in here. I'm just gonna turn this off because I'm turning the light off and the brake light off as well. There we go. So cargo e-bike, 450 pounds of capacity. 350 pounds of that is over the rear rear tire, which is pretty amazing. You can carry a person on it if you want to. Obviously for now it's just Matilda. Coming soon is the orbiter, which is a thing that goes around the baby, and you supposedly can run the car seat with the orbiter. It came with 2 of these pads that you can sit on, so you could put 2 children in the orbiter sitting on these pads with their feet on the footrest here. But I removed one of the pads and replaced it with the Thule carrier for Matilda. These things are expensive, by the way, like $220, $230. So I'll add the orbiter back, and when Matilda gets big enough, I will replace the Thule with like a little thing a little backrest, the back pad that goes in the orbiter here, and she can just sit in and hang on with her helmet on, as opposed to being strapped in. But she's a few years away from that. She's only 1 year old. Also, I got the carrying bags, 96 liters of capacity in the carrying bags. They quick strap into these things with nice little handles, and then they rest on these. Huge, great for like bike camping, but I learned last night I can't have the bags and Matilda. So I think when the orbiter comes, I might move her up here and then put this pad back and then put a egg crate behind her to hold groceries in, because I can't carry, if I want to go to the grocery store with her in the summertime, I can't carry her and the bags together. It doesn't work with the thing here. Okay, so what else did you get for the buying a pre-order? You get quick release pedals, you get a bouncy thing, you get a comfort seat. This is their comfort model. You get the light, which is kind of garbage. You get something else. I don't remember what it is. In the frame bag. That's what you get as well. Oh, also Expedition 2.0 upgrades. They added front suspension, 50 millimeters of travel to the front. There was a fixed suspension before. There is no rear shock or suspension. They changed other stuff too. There's other stuff about it. There's also like a, I think it's a cadence sensor or a throttle sensor. They changed the motor to be better. I don't know. But the battery's had a lot of weight. This whole thing weighs like close to 100 pounds before adding the any accessories. It doesn't fold up, but I'm hoping, here's what I'm hoping. It's getting cold. I'm hoping that I can, without Matilda, go on a couple of camping trips with this. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, because obviously I have the GS and I had the Husky 701, and those would go the exact same places where I would go with this thing. But I've ordered knobby tires for it because the range is insane. I mean, 170 miles of range. If I can get 30 miles of range out of it, I'll be happy. I've ordered knobby tires for it, full mountain bike tires. And with these batteries full and with those side bags with 96 liters of storage, as well as minus the car carrier for the kid, that'll be the order here with the 2 pillow things. I can load that up with a dry bag with all of my camping gear. I mean, honestly, I could actually leave the bags home and just use the Orbiter with like a 50 liter or 60 liter dry bag inside the Orbiter. But I can then bike to places that I want to sleep at nighttime and see how it goes. So, yeah, Lectric Expedition 2.0. I just had a top speed of 21 miles an hour with, pedaling pretty hard uphill. So that's pretty good. It has 5 levels of assist. The 5th level, I actually did 21 miles an hour with just throttle, no pedaling. So it can do 21 miles an hour, no pedaling at all, just throttle only, which I'm sure just drains the battery. I will be doing right now it's winter time. As you can tell, it's winter time. But after, in the spring, I will be doing a couple of weekend trips to go as far as I can, and have Heather bring the truck and just bring me home. And we'll see how far I can actually get on a charge. But yeah, these 2 17 amp hour batteries, pretty crazy. They also included a fast charger, which is 5 amps, which is pretty impressive. But the problem with the fast charger, it only charges 1 battery at a time. So yeah. All right, I gotta get back to work. I'm working right now. I just biked over to show you guys this video. But last thing they did with the 2.0 versus the 1.0 is it now has a turn signal and a brake light. So that light there when you're running does turn on. And when you hit the brakes, front or rear brake, it will light up, and they're yellow turn signals. No turn signals in the back, on the front, but on the rear you've got turn signals now, which is really, really nice. And they also improved the center stand to be wider and firmer and such. So I'm happy with it. I'm glad I waited 2 years to buy this. Matilda and I are going to go on a ride. It's going to be 40 degrees on Saturday. We're going to bundle her up and go on a little bike ride down to the park, and we'll see how it does. Do not ride this thing on snow. It is. It's not working. It doesn't work. It does not work. I basically put it in Power Assist 1 and just pushed it up the hill, and just the rear tire was just spinning the whole way up the hill. All right. And by the way, I'm not wearing gloves, and these things are really warm. Nice upgrade. I'm glad I got these, and the mirrors are nice too. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and don't worry. This won't be the last time you see this thing on the channel. As we do some adventures that are bicycle adventures, there will be some videos about it. But for now, just wanted to show the new 2-wheel stable accessory. And $2,000 is a lot of money to spend, plus about $600 in accessories and upgrades. $2,600. But there are no e-bikes, cargo e-bikes, where you can get the bike plus the baby carrier that has even 100 miles of range for that price. So this is my way to see if I actually like it. If I don't, I can sell it for a little less than I paid for it. But I didn't want to spend a ton of money to get into e-biking and then not like it. So, but as my fitness journey proceeds, I think it's good to do a little bicycling, especially with Matilda, because Matilda can't ride the motorcycle yet legally. And so even in the great state of New Hampshire, she can't ride legally. So getting her on this thing will get her used to being on 2 wheels and be a fun family activity. All right, have a good day, everyone. Be safe, stay warm.